Welcome to my channel. If you are here, you are probably wanting to decorate for fall or looking to be inspired to decorate for fall, and you have found absolutely the right channel. Fall is just my favorite time of year. I live in Florida with my husband and kids, but I am from Pennsylvania, so I am so used to all the seasons, especially fall, my favorite time of year, and I'm just getting the itch to decorate as I do every single year. So I like to get started usually by laying out all of my florals. Instead of making arrangements as I go, I tend to like to make my arrangements ahead of time, put them all in the vases I want to use, and then I kind of plug them in all around the house. So we are going to get started today decorating with putting together some arrangements. I personally love very natural feeling florals, very natural feeling decor. I do not like it to look like I went out and bought specific fall things. That to each their own. I love that everybody has their own style. Mine personally is just everything needs to look like I went out into the forest, picked some flowers, and brought them into my home for fall. I also really like all of my pumpkins to look natural, and I honestly just don't like anything looking too overdone. I am going to make this arrangement, and for this I needed to cut my stems down to so I didn't have to fold them over to fit them in my vase, and I went out and got yard clippers, and I thought that would work great to cut this floral wire, but it just was not doing the trick, so I had to go back to just my regular wire cutters, which I think these are just super dull, so it's really hard to cut through. Anyways, I think that once you cut them down to the size that you need for your vase, instead of folding them over to fit into your vase, especially if it's a clear one, just makes it look so much more realistic. And I think the secret formula is 3, 4, maybe 5 different types of flowers to make it look like an authentic arrangement. I used to just put all one certain floral in a vase and call it a day, but I really have been into layering it, and I think that's what gives it the coziness, the naturalness of a fall arrangement, is just layering all the different florals. And I randomly just picked these and I love them. The magnolia stems I got from Hobby Lobby, and the other two I think I also got from Hobby Lobby as well. I also wanted to add some water to this pitcher. I wanted to add water to this vase, and I think that just gives it a super realistic element. It makes it look like these are actually cut flowers and they're in a vase. I'm going to go on to make a couple more arrangements that I can just plug throughout the house. No fall home is complete without tons of cozy throw blankets, and these are just some that I've collected over the years that I like to use again year after year. If they are fall colors, to me they just never go out of style, and I love that classic plaid print. I wanted to just assemble all the ones that I had so I could see what I wanted to put on the back of my couch, and I did land on using just a really timeless brown plaid one, but I also get some questions on my couch. We got our couch, actually, believe it or not, from IKEA. We needed something with a slip cover that was washable because we have 3 kids, 2 dogs, 1 cat, and our home is a very high traffic area. We have I want to say it's like 1,600 square feet, so it's not very large for a family of 5 with animals, but we love the cozy cottage vibe we get here. I would consider our house like a bungalow Key West style home, and we just love it so much, but we have tailored it inside and out to be that cottage. I don't know, it's just a blend of so many different styles, which I love, and that's what makes it feel like home to me. It's just a blend of all of our style. It's coastal and traditional and cottage, and I just love making it feel like us. So if you're looking to develop your own home style, I would definitely recommend just collecting things that you love, and it will all work because it will feel like you. Anyways, I'm going to put these new pillow covers on my pillows for my couch. That is the easiest way to dress up your home for fall, is just adding some throw pillows. I like to get covers so I can change mine out season to season. And if you watched my last video, I got these striped and the floral ones on Amazon. I will be sure to link them down below. And I wanted to just add a pop of fall with one of these plaid blankets. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go really neutral or, of course, you know, the pop of fall always wins. So I did decide to use the plaid, and I just love how cozy it made our couch feel. Decorating in our home is very tricky because we have vaulted ceilings, which I love. It makes our not so large house feel large, but it's just very tricky to decorate. And so every year I usually put a wreath here above our TV, as well as the opposite wall. I also put a wreath above our dining room table, and I love how it just makes it feel super cozy. I don't know if I want to search for some art to put up there. I don't know. That's still to be determined. I am still, after 10 years, figuring out how to decorate this house and the layout and the walls that we have. So I did, however, want to decorate this little side table. It's not very large, but it is a place to rest your drink, and I wanted to be sure that every place we sit in our living room has a place to rest our drink. I sit in these chairs every single morning and drink my coffee, read my Bible, and I need a spot for my coffee mug. So I wanted to pretty this up a little bit. I used one of those arrangements that we had made previously, and then of course I added some coasters. And I think that the key to making a home feel so cozy is just layer. When you think you have enough on your table or on your side table, on your dresser, just add one more thing. And I think that's what makes it feel very collected and curated. So I thought that I was done with the coasters and the candle, and I just decided to add some little leather books that we have. And I love how this little side table turned out. I have been lighting the candles like every single day. It just feels very cozy and timeless. And I wanted to also just add some foliage into the bookcases. Again, I don't want it to feel like I specifically went and bought fall things. I don't want it to like scream fall in your face. I just wanted to have little nods here and there, and I think the subtle hints of fall is really what makes the home just feel lovely. Now, I can't promise that my coffee table will look this way forever, because I do have 3 kids, little kids, and 2 dogs, one of them being a puppy, so you know, you can't leave things within arm's reach with those. So I just wanted to style this and see if anybody bothered with it. So I wanted to, of course, put a practical thing, a bowl that's beautiful that I found at the thrift store, and that holds our remote so we can always easily find it. And then, of course, a candle for some lighting, and a bowl full of these eggs, which my husband affectionately calls dinosaur eggs. But I also used one of my blue willow plates as kind of like a candle charger, and I didn't love all the blue that was coming in. I did want to keep it very natural and neutral, so I switched it over to a white plate, and then I also wanted to just put away some of my fall blankets. My kids use these every single day. In the mornings when they get up and at night when they're cuddling on the couch, they always grab for a blanket. They are my kids through and through. I am always wanting a cozy blanket to cuddle up with. And then on my table, I added a pumpkin, and again, we will see how long that lasts. This is how everything turned out, and I really hope you consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free, and you will see many more fall and Christmas decorating videos. I love to use thrifted finds and just collected pieces. I don't do a ton of shopping hauls. If anything, it's thrift store hauls, and I use a lot of the same things year after year because everything that I buy has to be timeless and has to just go with my home, something that I'm going to love forever that is not a trend. So make sure you give this video a like, and I'm so thankful that you watched my fall decorating video today. Let me know down in the comments where you're from and if it's starting to feel like fall wherever you live. I am so jealous if it is, but I will see you guys in the next video.